Hey guys, okay, today I'm here to talk about Ben Franklin the Inventor, which was our story for today. So, this was a nonfiction reader, and that means that it was an informational text, right? So, when it says what genre was the book, you could say nonfiction or informational because it talked about a real person and it told us real facts about his life. We know that that is a special kind of nonfiction book that we had just gone over before we were out, and that is a biography. So I hope y'all remember that word. Now, Ben Franklin, the inventor, was a really interesting nonfiction reader to me, and it had a lot of cause and effect in it. It had a lot, and so that's why your activity for today was looking at an example of cause and effect. And all that we wanted you to do was find one example in there of a cause and effect situation. So this is what we had just talked about before we were out. Because something happened. The effect is the what happened. The because is the why, the cause. Why did that happen? A little boy scraped his knee. Why did that happen? Because he was riding too fast on his bike, or because he did not wear knee pads. Okay, we can come up with a lot of different causes and maybe some different effects for different situations. It just depends on what we're looking at. So I wanted to go over some examples that I saw. Excuse my nails, they're all quarantine. So I wanted to go over some examples from Benjamin Franklin because there were a lot and they had to do with his inventions. His inventions always seemed to come about because he noticed something wasn't working right in the world around him or just could be better. And I'm sure we have thoughts like that every day, so there's nothing stopping y'all from inventing. So this first one, I just gave you the effect. I did not give you the cause. Now, this first effect was an invention of Benjamin Franklin's, and that was swimming fins. So now I want to know why. Why were swimming fins invented by Benjamin Franklin? Okay, so this would be a good time for you to go back to the story, and I'm going to go back to mine right now. And I'm looking for the page with the heading Swimming Fins. And I'm going to read. It says Franklin loves to swim. As a boy, he invented swimming fins to swim faster. So that's all I really need to read right there. So I'm going to say because Ben Franklin, I'm going to put B. Franklin, wanted to swim faster. Now it becomes a sentence that makes a lot of sense. Because Ben Franklin wanted to swim faster, he invented swimming fins. Now let's look at the second one. This time I gave you the cause, the because. So let's read it as a sentence. Because he saw how the street lamps got dirty. So I'll give you a second now to go find where in your story, you can pause me and find it in your story, what happened because Ben Franklin saw how dirty the street lamps were getting. Okay, hopefully you paused me for at least a little bit so you can go back and find it. What happened was that he invented a new design for a street lamp. So I'm going to say he invented a new street lamp that let air flow inside. It was also made of 4 flat pieces of glass, but I'm not going to add that detail because I don't need to. Because he saw how the street lamps got dirty, he invented a new street lamp that let air flow inside, and so that wouldn't happen as much. Okay? Now the last one, you have an effect. His invention was a long arm. So go ahead and find that heading in your story. Where do you see long arm? That was an invention of Benjamin Franklin's, and you're looking for why did he invent that? So I'll give you a second to go do that. Okay, so we have because Ben Franklin loved to read, but couldn't reach books on high shelves. Right? Because he loved to read, but he couldn't reach those books on his higher shelves, he had to invent the long arm so that he could reach up there with it and grab the books that he wanted to read. So, this was a really good story, but we know it wasn't a story. This was a good nonfiction informational text, and I hope that y'all enjoyed it. Tomorrow, I will not be posting videos to go over the story or the application problem, but please know that you can keep working if you would like to. If you need to spend tomorrow picking up and catching up on some of the activities that you haven't been able to get to this week, that would also be a great idea. I want to be able to give everyone a shout out on our dojo shout out videos every week, and I want Miss Brown and everyone to see how hard y'all are still working at home, because I know how amazing y'all are and how capable you all are. So this is it for today. I'll also be back with some Flora and Ulysses. I'm sorry I've taken a break. I will probably be posting those tomorrow, which is Friday. Okay, see y'all.